It's really elegant, but also like decidedly Texan. This has got to be one of the more flavor interplay meals that I've ever had. Only the most genuine fine dining restaurant in the world could willingly do what you just did. Oh, you Hey there, folks. Brad and I are on an adventure. Where? Nowhere. The middle of nowhere, that is, or as the Italians call it, the assholes of wolves. Presumably because you get eaten by a wolf and then shit out their asshole. So that's where we're going. In the middle of nowhere lies Marfa, Texas. In Marfa, Texas is one of the most remote fine dining restaurants in the country. Cochineal.
That's how the Texan Italians would say it.
So we're headed there to see just what fine dining is like in the middle of nowhere. Only 412 miles to go. Oh, fun little side note, we are out of clothes.
Yeah.
Brad and I have been on a road trip now for 11 days, I think. We need a button-up shirt to go to this place, so we're getting, and we're running behind. So we're just praying that there's a clothing store in Marfa that we can get something with a collar. So keep your fingers and crows tossed for me. Keep your fingers and crows tossed. And we'll see you in Tarfa, Texas. There's apparently 3 nice vintage stores within walking distance of our hotel, as is the restaurant. So we're gonna go see if we can get some duds so we don't look like duds. Is this alligator skin?
It's alligator.
How much does this cost? Oh, 1970s. Why does that have to be a large? It's so big, dude. It's gonna look like a dress on me. Please be a medium. I think we got some stuff we can go to dinner in here. Try some stuff on. Probably. We figured it out. Time for dinner. Also, I'm learning that you can wear t-shirts to this restaurant, Brad. Did you search if there was a dress code or not?
I did not.
All right. Marfa was founded in the 1880s as a water stop, and since then, its population has only grown to 1,600 people. It's a tourist destination, an artist hub, and it's home to one of the most remote restaurants in the United States.
Why are you walking like that?
I don't know. Should we go eat it? Yeah. All right, cool.
So what we have here, it's going to be our amuse-bouche, literally meaning to amuse the mouth. It's made with cucumber, dill, and a few other herbs and spices to help nicely freshen up the palate and get you prepared for everything else.
Prepare me. I'm ready to feel prepared. Do I drink it or do I use a spoon?
Whatever way you prefer. As long as no one's looking, you can eat it whatever way you like.
I ask that you avert your eyes then.
Feel good, man.
All right, let's give this a shot. Oh, that's delicious. It's really light and fresh. It's almost as if you made guac out of cucumbers. There's heavy on the cumin, nice little hit of salt on top, a little bit of hit of fat from the olive oil, and some kind of leaf here that I'm not familiar with. I don't know what it is, but I want another one. I'm gonna ask that man what it is, and I'm gonna ask him for more. Can you give me more leaves? That's really, really good, and it's a great way to start a meal. Oh, bread.
Yes.
Oh, I've been wondering when I would be able to try this bread.
Yes, this is our famous house artisanal bread, paired with some garlic confit and herbed olive oil, and then our house cultured butter with some sage salt and sage from our garden.
Wow. And I hear that the pastry chefs, the ones who make this bread, are working the line right now.
Yes.
Wow.
And honestly, I don't know how they do some of the things they do with bread.
It looks to be really beautifully well prepared. It's got some seeds on top, black sesame seeds. Smells delicious and malty and yeasty, like, you know, this is properly made bread. When you're dealing with something so simple as just 2 elements together, adding something like sesame seeds is adding a whole new set of flavors. It makes it into a different experience. Try some of this garlic confit oil. There it is. That's why I came to Marfa. A few things I love more than garlic confit, and they're definitely hitting this with some kind of interesting spice. I think it might be star anise. And it's really, really nice. I would never have thought to put those two flavors together. Oh, chef.
Hi. With the bread, I thought it'd be good to offer a little sip of our proprietary wine. It's 5 different grapes: Mourvedre, Carignan, Cinsault, Syrah, and Grenache.
And it's a truly Texan wine.
So this is all grown in the Estacado, north of here, and it's a little cooler climate, so it's a really great grape area.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's great.
You guys knocked it out of the park. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, chef.
So we actually like to also put it with another vintage. We blend it even again if you like. So if you wait just a moment, I'll be right back with that.
That sounds exciting. Thank you. That's interesting. I've not heard of that before.
Now, this vintage comes from... We won't go through the tasting process. I believe you already know.
You're gonna ruin this perfectly beautiful wine?
You'll get a real glass.
Oh, you got me going. I was like, oh wow, blending vintages at the table.
Right?
It tastes nice, but it ruins the wine.
Actually, I thought it was gonna be disgusting. That's not disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't want to, say it was too awesome in front of you, but it's actually very
It's kind of refreshing.
Only the most genuine fine dining restaurant in the world could willingly do what you just did.
Yes.
So that's...
We love our wine, but because of that, we want to have fun with it too.
Yeah.
So this is our first course, Nilgai tartare. It's paired with our horseradish creme fraiche, beets, house-made potato chips, and some microgreens.
It smells so smoky. Is that what I'm smelling?
Yes, it is.
Remind me, what meat is the tartare?
So this is going to be nilgai. And nilgai is going to be a Nepalese cousin of an antelope.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but they have a very similar texture to like veal. Almost forgot your pairing. It's going to be a Mexican wine, but made in the champagne style.
Needs more gator. Wow. Back to the food. The chips are definitely made in-house. They're unbelievably thin and crisp. Really, really lovely pairing. Because the tartare, I just want to try it on its own. It's a veal or even venison reading tartare with this nice hit of smoke, acidity from the beets. Did he say it was creme fraiche or goat cheese? Creme fraiche with just a little tiny bit of horseradish in it. That's fantastic. It's really elegant, but also like decidedly Texan. This is smoked antelope. And as ever, it's covered with herbs from their garden. That was interesting. Mint and smoky antelope. Not things I would have thought to combine. But together they really actually work. They balance each other out in just the right ways. They do what all fine dining ideally does, which is tell a story as you're chewing it. Like as you're chewing it, you're working through the flavors. They're playing together. They're coming up and down, and that's a fantastic use of that medium. They figured out how to tell a wonderful story on those pages. I'm gonna get a Pulitzer, not a Pulitzer. I'm gonna get a.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a. Well, I'm not right. I'm speaking. I'm gonna get an Emmy. I'm gonna win an Emmy.
This next course is going to be our quail, served on a bed of pea puree with some pea stew. It has also some fresh basil picked just this morning. It's going to be paired with a Bascoli Socoli, which is going to be a Spanish wine from the Basque region of Spain.
That sounds like it's gonna be a lovely pairing.
Yeah, so it's just very slightly effervescent.
So there's a little carbonation in there?
Just
or
a
is
tiny
there,
bit.
A little bit of evanescence in there?
Only if you want to wake up inside.
Inside. So, quail.
No, my leg.
The quail has a distinctly, something from Chinese cuisine. I don't know what it is. They're playing with so many flavors here. Like this has got to be one of the more flavor interplay meals that I've ever had, where there's all these seemingly conflicting flavors that actually work together perfectly. It's kind of like a buddy cop movie. You know, it seems like they're not going to be able to work anything out. But in the end, it turns out to be Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. So that's what's happening here. Really great salt presence because they use a chunky sea salt that isn't dissolved entirely, which means that you get these little salty pops. They season the food as you're eating it. It's a lovely way to do pea stew. Could have fooled me. Oh, with the basil, that's killer. And I can tell that it was picked just this morning. I know. It's the most garden-forward basil I've ever had. It tastes like a garden. So maybe I did taste that it was picked today. Maybe I did know that. Did you ever think about that?
You could have fooled me.
You couldn't have fooled me. Oh, I never tried the wine. Bright, mineral, vegetal, perfect mix with these herbs. It is actually a lovely pairing. I can say that with confidence. I'm a professional.
Gulf shrimp, directly from the Gulf of Mexico, with some of our marinated carrots on top of a salvachada sauce. And then we also have some beans in there to give you some more texture as well.
It looks like a tremendous level of char going on here.
Yes, the carrots and the shrimp itself are gonna be charred on our mesquite grill.
That sounds awesome. I love char. Is there a shell on the shrimp?
No.
Okay. There's a head on, and I'm gonna suck that head. Thank you, Robert.
Yep.
It's a very spicy shrimp. Like there's a lot of heat to this. And the char is an extremely strong flavor. So the mesquite is like the perfect wood. That's one of the more aggressive woods to use in smoking, and to just straight up grill over mesquite. It's just turning this into the infinity shrimp. So much shrimp and so much heat. It tastes like blackening spices because it's so spicy. I think the spice might even just be from pepper. It's another interplay that they figured out, because if you did this with most foods, if you charred it to this extent, it wouldn't quite work. Or if you did, you might ruin the texture, you might nuke the balance of flavors, absolutely. It's one of the more difficult modes of cooking. Then below that, we have, again, some very similarly charred carrots. Like you can see the amount of color that they're putting on there. They're not dicking around with these carrots, okay? And it tastes like it. So they're using dried chickpeas, which have both a firm and kind of crunchy texture, but also a chewiness from when they, absorb some of the moisture of the things around them. It's a texture I wasn't expecting.
I think they prefer to be called lady peas.
Shush, Brett. This puree on the bottom, I think it was carrot puree, but it's very heavily spiced with that turmeric, almost to the point of being curry adjacent, which is appropriate with the chickpeas, garbanzo beans that are festooned atop it. But it's a good carrot. I'm a huge fan of damn near burning food. It's why I love Francis Mallman's cooking. He will straight up burn tomatoes, and it's one of the most delicious things I've ever tasted. It's an incredible demonstration of something that I don't think enough people do, because it's viewed by classic traditionalist French methods as failure. That's dumb. I ran out of intelligible things. It's really good, it's tasty, you should come here and try it. Don't be dumb. The orange wine. Oh, I love that. Again, we're talking about telling stories here, and I'm definitely gonna, rustle together some really cool wrap up about storytelling of food. By the end of this, I'll do it. I'm not gonna do it now. But you see what I was trying to say, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't have to clarify it.
No.
The wine tells a story.
For this course, we actually don't have a wine, it's going to be a cocktail. This is our smoked bullshot.
Bullshot.
Yes, so it's made with bison bone broth, and it's gonna be very savory, very smoky, very much like a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And this
Oh, wow.
is going to be our local mushrooms. It's gonna be mushroom puree covered in panko and then fried.
Oh, wow.
It's sitting on top of some truffle puree, and then it also has lion's mane and oyster mushrooms that have been grilled on our mesquite grill.
I love mushrooms, and these are all my favorite mushrooms. And the puree, if it's anything like a duxelle, I'm gonna lose my mind right
It's
now.
very similar.
Well, I'm good. You better have insurance on the windows. So I'm gonna jump.
I mean, I think we do, but if we don't, we know how to catch you.
You can't catch me once I get through those windows. Oh my God, that's the scariest I've ever seen. Nobody's ever cracked their knuckles at me in my life, and I was bullied as a child.
And now as an adult.
Well, I just pissed myself. Thank you, Robert. We haven't figured out our comedic timing, Robert and I, just yet, but we're gonna get there before the end of the night. Before you know it, you're not even gonna know that we're two different people. We'll be that inside of one another. It's heads. one another's heads.
Saved.
We'll be right back. Sometimes people ask me, why do you use a tiny whisk? And I laugh and 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 it's not the size of the whisk that matters. It's how hard you whip it. Oh man, they might deep fry and then grill that lion's mane mushroom because every single little fiber on the outside of it, lion's mane mushroom, I don't want to say hairy, but I have no other way to describe it. They're very hairy, fuzzy. Yeah, they're very fuzzy mushrooms, and all the fuzz is crispy fuzz. I'm just scared Robert's gonna walk in through the door right now, and I'm just gonna have to, hey, what's up, Robert? And we have a, crazy crispy croquette. And he said it was something akin to duxelle, so put it on your ponchos, because you're in the splash zone. Oh man, that's good. It's a very fine puree of mushrooms, but there are also some big meatier bits in there. And the outside is just unbelievably crisp. It's glass. Then we have the oyster mushroom. These are grilled. Really tender and meaty. Like, again, if Robert had seen fit to share the theme of this dish with me before he walked out of here being a big bully peacock man, I would probably say that this is an attempt at toxic masculinity. I mean, it's a mushroom orgy. And you're invited. Only in Marfa, Texas. The lion's mane mushroom is truly the best, one of the best mushrooms I've ever had in my life. Might be the best, just because they've really nailed the flavor and the texture. Then we have this. Oh, that's why. I figured it out. Okay, I cracked code. Meaty, okay? Because these are just meaty flavors, sans meat entirely. Then you have the cocktail. Not the first place you'd look for meat, but it wouldn't be the last. Not in Marfa, Texas. This is a cocktail of bison broth. And it's got some manner of liquor in it that is smokier than mezcal. I can't remember the name of it. The side is dusted with tagine. Let's see how it works. Whoa, wow. That is a beefy Bloody Mary. Like, that's exactly what that is. There's no tomato in there. You don't need it. There's an acidity from the tagine and from the lime juice, presumably. So it's getting that Bloody Mary acidic hit, but it's all the richness of a Bloody Mary times 10. This bison bone broth. It's delicious. This is one of my favorite things so far, genuinely. Like this, I'm gonna crush this. I kind of want to take it home so I can have it in the morning. Am I right? Fellas, ladies, everybody? Am I right? Everyone?
So this is going to be our wild boar terrine, topped with wild boar lardon, which is just really thick cut bacon, and it's served on top of a Dijon cream sauce. What we're really trying to push with this is saltiness.
These lardons look crazy, like candied?
They're not candy, but you can definitely eat them like candy.
If you insist. Oh, yeah, buddy. Terrine actually is one of my favorite things in the world, and I don't think I've ever had a wild boar terrine. I've never had wild boar lardon, that's for sure.
What terrine is?
Terrine is ground meat. In this case, wild boar. It's like the classiest French meatloaf you ever heard of, as the French would kill me if I were to say to their faces. Oh man, I love that. Wow. Wild boar can run a little gamey, depending on its diet, depending on what it's doing, if it's constantly active, the variety of foods that it's eating, how much movement it's getting, what it likes for lunch. I'm just saying the same two things over and over again. It has this sort of clean, crisp flavor to it that is, in addition to being juicy and tender with some nice steaky little bits in there of both meat and well-rendered fat, that's so important. It's got this really mild but distinctly boar flavor. Then you've got these charred spring onions on there. Those are obviously a delight. The wild boar lardons are super toothsome and meaty, bringing smoke, bringing sweetness. The whole thing plays together really nicely. This is one of the more approachable pairings that's on the menu. I think it's my favorite so far. I really enjoy this.
This is going to be your pairing. This is our Italian wine from Piedmont, or Coetti from Moretti. It's going to be paired with our Southwest Bison with a filafeu, which is very similar to a puff pastry. It's also paired with a pear that's been marinated in white wine, baked, and then grilled on our char grill.
Whatever they pay you, it's not enough.
And it's also going to be paired with our au jus sauce right here. It is what we've been neglecting throughout the rest of the evening, savoriness. We haven't done savory as much just for this, so the palate's left wanting.
I can't wait to get into this. I just am realizing that they're really putting an emphasis specifically on wild game. They haven't served any beef, pork, or chicken. And I definitely have never had a bison short rib. Most of us had a bison burger, but I've never had a bison short rib. The bison is just perfect. It's just so tender. I'm cutting it with a freaking butter knife, okay? Okay? So tender, really well marbled, but not too fatty. And the flavor is a little gamey. It reminds you, we're eating game right now. Wow, game. Big dog shit. I'm a little drunk. When we do these things, I get a little drunk, okay? That's the Facts of Life, starring that kid, child star. Who was in Facts of Life? I have no idea. I've never seen a single image from Facts of Life. Let's try some of this pear. Listen, I've had my fair share of hot pear. I've never seen a pear charred this hard before, and the flavor is completely unique. Like, it's definitely a pear, but it's got this almost medicinal or herbal aspect to it. Then again, they love their herbs here. They might just be using herbs. I'm left guessing all the time. And now for this pastry that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of. I think that pastry was made instead of butter between the layers with animal fat of some kind. I'm very curious to hear what that's gonna be. Well, I didn't know that my palate was craving savory until Robert held me down and told me. Oh, it's fantastic. I really want to know what the animal fat is in this pastry. I want to know the name of the pastry. I want to know the name of the wine, which, by the way, I just drank and didn't talk about. It is a lovely Italian red, distinctly Italian, I think. And
Manetti Lorette.
Bananarama. It's really good. Come here and try it. Only tell them Babish sent you.
This is the dessert that's on our prefix right now. It's a plain panna cotta. It's got a little bit of coconut cream in it, and then it's got a basil foam, a lavender gelée, and the Szechuan meringue.
Coconut milk. Oh yeah. That's really good. I love the coconut milk. It's so wild because the meringue only gesturally tastes like Szechuan peppercorns. It mostly tastes like lavender. It tastes botanical, which that's just alchemy. I don't understand what's going on there. With the panna cotta, which is this firm, creamy texture, you have this meringue that just disappears. It like dissolves, it crunches and dissolves in your mouth, and it imparts this flavor. Just like everything else tonight has been a progression of flavors as you eat it. It's storytelling and cuisine, and I know that every asshole says that. You've got three very distinct textures here, rich and creamy, foamy, and light and ethereal, airy, disappearing, crunchy. And then all these flavors, like they're so compatible, Szechuan peppercorns and coconut. I've never had anything with those two in them, but they make so much sense in my head. Like that's a brilliant pairing. The panna cotta is super rich and creamy, very coconutty, and that just plays so perfectly with the Szechuan peppercorns and the kind of lavender vibes that it brings, along with the more medicinal notes of the foam and the jelly. They're operating on so many levels higher than me.
And then this is something we did a while ago. I used her bread. It's a bread ice cream. In between the layers is a Brezzo butterscotch. And then there's also a local pecan butter in there. And then on the outside, it's like a Spanish tortilla. So it's kind of like French toast.
as every course has been thus far, completely unexpected and really exciting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, we're really happy to have you guys here. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you know me, Babish fam. I don't even know me. How could Babish fam know me? Here we go. I don't know if they use this to make the ice cream, but it has a mascarpone quality and this almost cream cheese kind of flavor. The other predominant flavors are caramel, cinnamon, pecan. The best way to describe this is a caramel pecan ice cream sandwich. That doesn't sound half bad, does it? Gold's just very pretty. It's very pretty on desserts, and especially on nuts and caramel, gold just sets it off. Because otherwise this would be a big plate of brown, but instead it just sparkles. And like the bread, what you have to kind of picture is French toast. Like it is laden with some kind of custard and cinnamon and sugar and caramel. It's the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had in my life. It is a spectacular ice cream sandwich, but it is the worst ham sandwich I've ever had. Worst one. No ham in it. Well, that's a wrap on Cochineal. One of the more unique dining experiences I've ever had. I've eaten at all the manner of Michelin-starred 14-course tasting menu insanity all over the world. And this one, more than almost any other, told the stories with flavors. Now, every chef says our food tells a story. It's because whoever says that, they're sourcing their cattle from a very specific place. They're sourcing their herbs. And this food has that same pedigree, that same heritage. But more than that, the thing that I noticed first and foremost is that it's telling stories with flavors. And that's really exciting. That's a really exciting way to go out and have a meal.
I mean, I know like experimenting and playing with food is kind of a thing, and I have my young team that is really good at that part. I think with me, it's more about cooking from my soul and trying to exude love. And that's why I'm doing this, is because life is short. I love feeding people. That's my joy. And I don't know if that's kind of a weird thing to say, but that's why I do it. It's a necessity and a pleasure.
I would say that's the least weird thing you could say about this business. That's fantastic. Well, I have a feeling you're raising the next generation of James Beard nominees, and here's to many more because they're well deserved. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Cheers. Thank you, Chef.
Appreciate it.